Hi everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, an introduction to MNA benefits. I want to thank you all for being on with us today. I think we'll go ahead and get started because we do have a full program planned for you. My name is Sarah Pinder. I'm the Resource Services Manager with Michigan Nonprofit Association, and I'm happy to be on today to tell you a little bit more about your benefits. We want to make sure that you're using your MNA membership to the fullest, as well as give you some connection points within our staff to help you know who you can reach out to when you may need something specific. But thank you so much. If you're a new member, we welcome you to MNA. If you happen to be on the call, maybe you're just considering membership, hopefully you'll receive some more information today that will help you make that decision. We are recording the webinar, so that will be sent out to all registered participants after the fact, as well as available on our website. So you can feel free to share that with other people in your organization. So just a little bit about Michigan Nonprofit Association. We were incorporated in 1990, just celebrated our 25th anniversary in 2015. We serve more than 900 member organizations throughout the state. And we do that through capacity building, civic engagement, and public policy. All three of those things we will definitely tell you more about today. So as I mentioned, I'd like to provide you some connection points within our organization. As you can see, I'm pictured over to the right. My contact information is there. Don't feel like you have to write it down. I'm also going to show you where to find it on the website. Terry Streetman, our Membership and Public Affairs Coordinator, he's also on the phone today. He's kind of in the background, and he's willing to help out with any questions you might have in regards to that. Feel free to use the questions box or the chat function or the raise hand function on your webinar program, and we will help you with questions throughout the webinar. Also pictured there is Bill Gesselman. He's our Director of Stakeholder Engagement, and you can see his contact information there. Again, feel free to reach out at any point, and someone from MNA will help you, but here's three people that you now kind of know through the virtual world. One of our major focus areas for Michigan Nonprofit Association is public policy and advocacy. We think this is very important not only for the sector, but for organizations that we serve to be active in public policy and advocacy. I will show you where you can find much more information on this topic on our website, including those links that are shown on the screen. But Joan Bowman is our Senior Director of Public Affairs and Communication, and she is very dedicated to this work. She's also the most knowledgeable, as well as Terry, who's on the phone, who does a lot of work in this area. But if you ever have questions on certain things that you happen to hear about going on in public policy or advocacy, please don't hesitate to reach out to Joan or Terry. We are in the midst of doing a lot of work around the issue of property tax exemption, and we'll have lots of news coming out later this summer and this fall on some legislation pertaining to that issue for nonprofits. So if that's an important issue to you, please stay tuned and also reach out to Joan, and she'd be happy to speak with you more about that topic. So now we're going to go ahead and switch over to our main portion of this program, which is a highlight of your member benefits. And to do that, I'm going to switch on over to the MNA website. Hopefully you've seen the MNA website at least to begin with. As you can see from it coming up on your screen, we did have a redesign last December, so we're excited about this new website and the ease that it is for you to use and navigate. I would suggest, as you are a member of Michigan Nonprofit Association, that the first thing you do when you come to our website is click on Member Login. This way, if you go ahead and log in and get that all taken care of right when you come to the site, you will not have to worry about that to access all your resources and benefits. Some of the benefits are behind a member wall, So if you're not logged in, it will ask you for your login at that time. A quick note about your membership. Your MNA membership is an organization-wide membership, meaning that you can share the information, the benefits, with your staff, with your board of directors, anyone within your organization. Now, you can do that a couple different ways. You can share your username and password with anyone that you would like to have access, or you can have individual accounts or username and password set up for people on your staff that you might want to have involved in that. So as you can see, when I log in, I get to the member dashboard, which provides some really easy, quick links for us as members. One quick thing I do want to point out, most of this will go through in our little website tour, but I do want to point out over here on the left, the MNA member discount codes. If you read about something in our e-newsletter and there's a special rate for members, this is oftentimes where you would find the information on how you retrieve the discount or how you get the discount code. So my suggestion would be to log in and then directly from the dashboard, click on this MNA member discount codes link, and that would give you all the discount codes that we currently have available. So easy way to get there. But for the purposes of this webinar today, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start on the right side of the screen under the menu Who We Are. We're going to spend most of our time over on this membership tab, so I'm going to start kind of backwards and work my way over there and show you some highlights on our site. So Who We Are, we do have a staff page. As I mentioned before, you didn't have to be writing that information down because you can find all of the email and phone numbers for our staff people here on this page. I would encourage you, if you're going to reach out to MNA, to please reach out to someone individually and ask them for support. If they can't help you, they'll pass you to the person that can. But it's often a better way to get in touch with someone, and you'll likely get faster results rather than calling main number or just sending an email to a general email inbox. So don't forget about the staff page. Also under Who We Are is Get Connected. This is a really great place to sign up for our e-newsletters and figure out how to connect with MNA. We do have a very good social media presence on both Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, so I'd encourage you to connect with us on all of those platforms. And also, as you can see as I scroll down, here's where you would sign up for our e-newsletters. Our My Nonprofit News is our most general e-newsletter, and it comes out twice a month on Friday morning. It includes updates on different trends and happenings within the sector, as well as events and anything that MNA has going on. So I'd encourage you to be signed up for that. You may want to encourage other people within your organization to also get on that e-newsletter list. Also below that is our Public Policy Action Alerts. So this email is a little bit different in the fact that it's only sent out when we're requesting that you as members of the nonprofit sector take action on something related to public policy. So it's not a regularly scheduled email, but I would encourage you again to check that out. If you're not doing policy work or if you're not really familiar with it, it's a great way to start seeing what's happening in the sector. And public policy is so important really to any topic issue, as it does direct the work that we often do. The Michigan Nonprofit Job Center is something we'll discuss today, and here's where you sign up for that email, as well as one of our affiliates, Michigan Campus Compact, that serves colleges, universities, and by default through that serves college students. So you may be interested in any one of those emails to sign up for, and you find that on the Get Connected page. Okay, so moving over, I'm going to click on Highway T. Highway T is a affiliate of Michigan Nonprofit Association. They offer managed care support in the area of IT for nonprofits. It's really great if you happen to be the accidental techie at your office and would like some help with that. I would certainly call the guys at Highway T and see what they can provide. But if your organization needs technology service, certainly Highway T is a great resource and something you should check out. Okay, going one more over under civic engagement. Michigan Nonprofit Association certainly has a commitment to civic engagement, and I think our programs and services are really neat in this area because we really do allow someone to engage with Michigan Nonprofit Association through civic engagement throughout the course of their lifetime through the 4 programs that we manage. So the League Michigan is a program that's focused on K through 12 schools that helps teachers and educators bring service learning curriculum into their regular class, work, etc. Michigan Campus Compact, as I also mentioned, is for college-age students and helps faculty and staff also weave in the lessons of civic engagement in their curriculum. We also work with Volunteer Centers of Michigan, which of course are great resources and ways in various communities around Michigan that citizens and volunteers can connect with those opportunities within their community. And then we also host a program of AmeriCorps and VISTA volunteers. We serve about 30 different organizations throughout the state, and by placing AmeriCorps or VISTA volunteers at their location. So those are just some of our, those are all of our programs around civic engagement. And as you can see, there's lots of opportunity to learn more on this page. So check that out if you're interested. Okay, moving one more tab over to research and publications. Go ahead and click on that. MNA offers many different publications that will be helpful to you. The first on this list is the Michigan Nonprofit Management Manual. This is one of my favorite things to talk about because I think it's such an awesome resource for nonprofit managers. This is just what it sounds like. It's a manual. It's about 600 pages long, so it's meant to be used like that. And it answers some of the really most common questions that a nonprofit manager might have. So I'm going to click on it and show you real quick. When you click to purchase it, I thought I could bring up the list of sections. But anyway, we have sections like human resources, record keeping, accounting, evaluation, fundraising, and so many more. So it has a really great table of contents and a really great index in the back that help you be able to navigate and use this resource. So I would encourage you, if you don't have a copy, to consider purchasing a copy of the Michigan Nonprofit Management Manual. You would do that right on this page. And as you can see, members get a price of $75, which is a discount on the non-member price of $95. So the 2014 Michigan Nonprofit Compensation and Benefits Report is also a really awesome tool for both nonprofit managers as well as possibly board members. So what this is, it's a survey that we conduct every other year of nonprofits within the state, and we ask those nonprofits all about what kind of staff do they have, what do they pay those staff, what do they offer in benefits, maybe what do they offer in vacation time, etc. And then we compile that survey information and turn it into this report, which what it does is it gives you really great practical data. If you're trying to hire someone and trying to create a compensation and benefits package that is competitive, this is an awesome tool. The report comes out with charts and information sorted by geographic area, sorted by type of position, etc. So, for instance, if you're an arts organization and you're in the Southeast Michigan area and you want to hire a development director, you can see what other organizations in your area are paying for that position. That allows you to create a really competitive salary package and hopefully recruit the best talent. As you can see, it's available at a really great member price, $50, and a non-member price of $130. This is the 2014 version, which means we will be producing one in 2016. Starting probably later in July, you'll see information in the My Nonprofit News and a request for you to fill out the survey. I would really encourage you to do that because as members who fill out the survey, you're going to get a really great deal on the price of the survey when it actually comes out as the report. So keep your eye on that. The new report should be out in November or December 2016, so keep that in mind as you consider that resource. Going down further, we also introduced an introduction to working in Michigan's nonprofit sector. This is really great. And it's available for only $10. It really helps people think about a career in the sector and provides some great baseline data for how they might work on developing their career. As you see, when you can scroll down further, there's also several free research and publications available. MNA Links is our quarterly magazine. We actually publish it 3 times a year, and the 4th edition is our annual report. But this is a sector-specific professional publication, and you will receive one of those as a part of your member benefit to your organization. Also, going down further, Nonprofit Good Practice Guide is a site that we are working on with a group of organizations that we manage called the MSO Network, which stands for Management Support Organizations. These are organizations, there's about 10 in the state, that offer more one-on-one support and guidance if you need that kind of help. For instance, if you need someone to come in and help facilitate a strategic plan, then I would suggest checking out the MSO Network, and I'll show you where to find those on the website. But this is a little bit of a preview of the Nonprofit Good Practice Guide. You can see under each principle and practice, there is a series of posts with helpful resources that you can download. So check out the Nonprofit Good Practice Guide. It certainly can be helpful to you. Again, just want to highlight a few of these free resources. Principles and Practices is a really great tool for organizations. It's a few different pieces of it that you can download. The checklist is just that. It's a checklist. It tells you what you need, and also there's an assessment and the guide, which gives you a bit more information on that. If you're not familiar with advocacy, but you're interested in getting more involved, I just suggest you download this Michigan Primer for Nonprofit Advocacy. It's really 101 on how to engage in what you're allowed to do from a nonprofit standpoint in advocacy. And finally, we do have a document called Starting a Tax-Exempt Nonprofit in Michigan. You're probably already working for a nonprofit that is established. However, if you're somewhat new to the game, this may be a good document to just browse through and take a look at. Alrighty, so I'm going to scroll over Public Policy and Advocacy and tell you a little bit about this. As I mentioned in the beginning, this is certainly one of our biggest roles as Michigan Nonprofit Association. We do this work at both the state and the national level. And as you can see on this first page, we lay out some priorities. This is a great place to come and learn more about that. I want to highlight, if you roll down to the second menu item, Michigan Nonprofit Caucus, we do have a bipartisan bicameral group. That means that both parties are represented from both the House and the Senate in Michigan, and these are our members of that group. So check that out if you're interested in learning more, and you can see various items here. And if you scroll down further on that page, you can see our 2016-17 legislative agenda. This was the issue I had mentioned at the beginning of the webinar, that will be supporting the property tax exemption and opposing mandatory demands for payments in lieu of taxes, which is bill number 960. So again, look for more information coming out from MNA on here, but as you can see, we've already got it on our website, and we'll be focusing on that in 2016 or 17. Also, if you're in the Southeast Michigan area, check out the Southeast Michigan Public Policy Council. This is a group that meets specifically in that region and does some really great work surrounding public policy issues. So now I'm going to move over to the membership tab, which, as I promised, is where we will spend most of our time. Nonprofit Job Center is one of the resources that we mentioned earlier. So this is one of our best used resources, and as an organization, it's really great to know about in case you're looking to hire someone. The page on our website gets about 18,000 hits a month, and that is people looking for jobs in Michigan. That is, nonprofit jobs in Michigan. The Nonprofit Job Center only allows postings from people in Michigan, and they have to be nonprofits. So if you're looking to hire someone, definitely look into this. You get a great deal. You get a 30-day posting with your logo for only $75. And that includes inclusion in an e-newsletter that goes out every Friday morning, as well as a posting on the website, which is where folks come to look for things. So current job postings, you can click there and see what's listed. We also improved this a little bit you can search by category or look by region with the Nonprofit Job Center. So check that out. Keep that in mind if you're hiring someone. So if you come down to membership and go to nonprofit resources, this is where you'll see all your member benefits that are available to you. We do have a featured benefit each month. It looks like we need to update that because we just all finished this great big conference in Detroit with Points of Light, which was an awesome opportunity. If you joined us to attend that conference or knew about it, certainly don't hesitate, certainly dive in and get the rest out of your membership, because our membership, as you'll see from today's presentation, includes so much more than that. But the conference was a great experience, and we're glad that so many of our members were able to take advantage of it. So under fundraising and finance support, one of our biggest benefits is free access to Grantstation. I'm going to click right there and go through the process of getting to Grantstation. Now, if you weren't logged in, it would ask you to log in here, but if not, it just takes a couple of clicks to get there. Grantstation is an online grants database that lists current grant opportunities, and it is something that's available to you. You could go to Google and find it if you Google searched it, but the only way to get to it for free is to come through our website and log in. So I'd encourage you to do that. As you can see, once you get to Grantstation, you're going to see Welcome Michigan Nonprofit Association, and you'll know that you're in the right place. So there's a lot to look at on their site, but I want to really quickly show you how you would search for grants in here. So I usually go down to search, and then under there is U.S. grants, and I choose the U.S. Charitable Giving Database. And then I choose the advanced search because that's where I get the most ability to narrow down my search. I choose search with geographic focus and do Michigan. And then, as you can see, you can select your areas of interest. There are a ton, but I'm going to do the first one, arts, cultures, and humanities. And then if I scroll down, the third area I'm able to select is the type of support. So I'm going to select just general support, and I'm going to click Find Funders. So as you can see with those criteria, Michigan, arts, culture, and humanities, and general support, it brought me 68 records. That's really great, and the awesome thing is I can click on these records and get so much more information. So I clicked on the record for the Anderson Foundation, and from there I can see their location, contact information, where they fund, how much they fund, the different types of things that they fund, etc. So if you're looking for new grant opportunities, certainly don't forget about Grantstation. I will tell you up here where it says tour, there's some really great short web videos that will give you some information on how to narrow down your search results, because you might not want to go through 68 records, so it can help you search that. Also on the left side under right, this Getting Started, Letter of Inquiry, Grant Proposal, etc. That gives you some really great information on what should be included in each part of a grant. if you've never written a grant before, a really great way to learn a little bit more about that. Also, if you're interested in learning more about Grantstation, we are having a webinar next Tuesday, I believe from 2 to 3 p.m. That will go over their site in depth and have the Vice President of Grantstation on the phone with us. So sign up for that webinar. It's completely free if you're interested in learning more about Grantstation. We also have a newer member benefit. You can get 15% off the Foundation Center. It's a little bit similar to Grantstation, but also a grants database, so check that out if you're interested. This Finance Unlocked for Nonprofits is a free video series. It includes about 6 modules. It was brought to us by a state association out in Washington State. And it's actually really good if you're introducing new board members. It shows the basic tenets of nonprofit finance, and it's done with an improv actor as well as a CPA, so it's pretty entertaining actually. We offer credit card processing discounts with Card Connect, so check that out if you're in need of that service. Free and discounted education. We do have lots of discounted or free events. I'll click on that, and that'll take us to the events calendar. So here's where you can find out more information. For instance, the Grantstation webinar that I mentioned, on all of our upcoming events. This is available. You can get right to the events calendar from our web page as well as from several other pages within the website. So don't miss our upcoming events. We also have a webinar archive, which is where the webinar recording from today will be. As you can see, we've got lots of webinars in here that you can access, and you can certainly do that on your own time whenever it works for you. We also offer a benefit with the Nonprofit Risk Management Center. They offer free nonprofit risk management webinars, and you can click through to that here. And you can also get questions to your risk management questions through here. So I do want to click on this. This is similar to Grantstation in the fact that you need to come through our site to get free access to it, but you could find it also, through other opportunities as well, or through other search engines. But I want to show you a couple things on their website that are really cool and encourage you to look more into them. When you get to the Nonprofit Risk Management Center site, over here on the left, as I mentioned, they have webinars, which you can get to this way. But they also have these great My Risk Management policies. So if you click on that, you will see that with your MNA membership, you receive these policies at a discounted rate of only $29 instead of $179. So what does that mean? Well, you can see the list of available policies they have here. This is, if you're trying to implement a new policy in your organization, this can take out a huge amount of work for you. And I just always encourage people to think about how much time that takes, whether it's a volunteer board member creating the policy or a staff person. You may want to start with something and then something general from the Nonprofit Risk Management Center, and then customize it. So you can see by the list I clicked on here, lots of different opportunities. There's a camera phones policy, maybe you work with kids and you need that, confidentiality, conflict of interest, etc. So I'd encourage you to think about the My Risk Management Center for your policy needs. And keep in mind that you get this really awesome discount of $29 instead of $179. So I'm going to go back to our MNA website. I see that it just clicked over to 3:30. I apologize, I'm running a little bit late. If you give me another 5 minutes, I think that we'll be done in that time, and I appreciate you sticking around to hear the rest of the webinar. So if we continue under free and discounted education, you'll see online learning discounts from MindEdge. MindEdge is a partner, and they offer lots of different online courses, as you can see from here: certificate in nonprofit management, budgeting, capital campaigns, fundraising. This is a really great benefit to pass along to your staff and a great way to offer furthered professional development. Most of the courses are right about $79, some are $150. The certificate happens to be a lot, but as a member, you receive these courses at a 10% discount. So check out MindEdge and think about passing that along to your staff. We also have a document library. You can click on there. We have everything from a series in volunteer management to a communications, media call checklist, etc. Evaluation, financial management resources. So check out that for some helpful documents. We also have a discount with All Campus, which offers discounted on higher education. So again, another really great opportunity to share that with your staff. This principles document is it's a resource from our friends at Independent Sector, which is a national organization, and it's available as a free download. So it's a really great tool for you to kind of review those principles and governance and practices within your organization. We already mentioned the the management manual and links, so I won't spend a lot of time on there. Also, as you can see, we have a scholarship with the University of Michigan Dearborn entitling members, staff, or people within member organizations of Michigan Nonprofit Association a 20% off of tuition and fees. So again, really great opportunity if you have people on your staff that are looking to further their education. Our next bucket area there is managing HR. We talked about the Job Center and the Compensation and Benefits Report. Further down, Constellation HR is a partner that we're working with on performance and compensation management. So they offer an online tool, and as a member you would receive a 20% discount on setup and a 10% discount on the service. There were some webinars that we did this fall when we launched this benefit, so if you're interested in learning more about this topic and their product, certainly take a minute to look at the webinars. But really, if you're in charge of managing a lot of staff, maybe you're an HR or an executive director, this could be a really great tool for your organization to help streamline this process. Going back under HR, we also have a partnership with Verified Volunteers. This is a background check service. What makes it really unique is that it is a service that can be shared with multiple organizations in a county or a local region. So if you have a volunteer that works for Boy Scouts and also volunteers at the Humane Society and they need a background check at both of those places, if both of those organizations accept verified volunteers, that background check can be shared among organizations, and as a member you receive a 20% discount on verified volunteers. So if you're looking for a new way to do your background checks, that is definitely a really neat system and is a great tool for you. So we already talked a little bit about the Risk Management Center. We do have ability to get directors and officers liability insurance quotes from Lyman and Sheets. So check that out if it's one of your needs. Under technology, we already talked about Highway T, but N10 is a partner of ours and will give my Michigan Nonprofit Association members a free year of benefits. That includes things like a deep discount to their conference, educational webinars, and half off nonprofit tech job posting. So again, another really great resource for the accidental techies in your office. Check out N10 if you're interested in that. So scrolling down, our last bucket down here, making connections. If you are looking for someone to help you with a certain project or something more one-on-one consulting, you can check out our consultant and resource directory. You can also get to this under the membership tab in the business marketplace. And as you can see, you can search by category or region. So if you're looking for someone, for instance, to bid on your audit and you're in Southeast Michigan, you can choose those, and you can see all the different results that come up. So these are people that have paid to be business members with MNA. You can certainly check out the information on their online listing and go from there. So also as a nonprofit member, you are listed in our nonprofit member directory, and I would encourage you to take a look at your organization in the listing where the information is showing how you would like it to be. If it's not, you can let us know or go into your dashboard and you can edit some of that. This is also a really great tool if you're trying to connect with others. Maybe you're looking for organizations to partner with and you want to look for organizations that do similar work to you or are in the similar region as you are. So check that out and look at how you might connect with other organizations in Michigan. We also, the last benefit that we have there is the nonprofit Rfp Distribution. So this is completely free to nonprofit members. Again, if you are looking for a new auditor, we can help with that, any of those types of services. If you create your RFP and send it to us, it's just one step. You send it to us, and what we'll do is we'll send it to all of our business members who would be listed in that business marketplace that are in the area of work that you're looking for and also in your region. So what it'll do is it's just one click, you send it to us, and then we do the work of getting that out to various contractors in your area. So don't forget about the RFP distribution. So again, under the membership tab, we've gone through most of this, and I do want to point out, I talked a little bit about our MSO network, the management support organizations. Here's where you can find out a bit more about them. When you scroll down, you can see their logos, where they're located. There are, like I said, 10 in the state. Pretty much every community has one, so check that out if you're looking for additional support or help. I appreciate you sticking with me today. That's essentially the end of our webinar. If you do have any questions, I'll hang out for a couple minutes. Feel free to put them in the box. But once again, thank you for your membership with MNA. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have additional questions. And good luck with the great work that you're doing. And we hope to speak with you soon. Thank you and have a great day.